we also have a representative from MOFCOM to join us. And now, first of all, let's give the floor to Mr. Li Fei. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference of this afternoon, and we will brief you on the situation of the 21st Car Expo and CARBIS, as well as China's cooperation with ASEAN countries. The meetings will be held from 24th to 28th of September in Guangxi Autonomous Region. And during these events, major dialogues concerning high-quality development and cooperation between China and ASEAN countries will be conducted. In the past 20 years, China-ASEAN Forum and Expo, Summit and Expo have witnessed major leaps in terms of trade relations and cooperation on all fronts. To be more specific, our trade relations has been intensified. In the past 21 years, the annual growth rate of trade volume is around 7%, and in 2020, the total trade volume exceeds 9,000 trillion USD, and China has been the biggest trade partner with ASEAN for 5 consecutive years, and ASEAN is now also China's biggest trade partner, since we have conducted trade cooperations of over 1,000 trillion yuan with multiple countries in ASEAN, including Malaysia, Thailand, and so on. This year, in the first half, the trade volume is up by 7.7%, accounting to 15% of the total volume of China. Second, the quality of cooperation and trade volume has been improved. The total investment volume now exceeds 4,000 trillion. The contracted volume for major projects also exceeds 4,000 trillion yen. The total volume reaches 120 trillion USD, and it is up by 14%. China's enterprises have completed trade volume in a large scale. And third, the regional trade partnership have been also improved. China conducted free trade agreement with Cambodia and Singapore and so on. And the level of trade facilitation and liberalization has also been improved. We saw major improvement and progress in terms of the Lancang-Mekong River cooperation. Opening up is a clear sign of China's modernization. High level of opening up is the confidence to China's economic development. So we will be opening up wider to the outside world, which will lay a solid foundation for future opportunities of cooperation between China and ASEAN. At a new standpoint facing the future, we would like to work with our ASEAN partners to continue to deepen our cooperation and build a closer community of shared future with our ASEAN countries. Hopefully, more contribution commitment can be made through these events. I hereby invite friends from home and abroad to join us in the CARBIS and Car Expo events. We will be a good host to these events, and in order to contribute to the upgrade of China-ASEAN cooperation. Now let's give the floor to Mr. Zhang Shaogang. Friends from the press, good afternoon. It's my great honor to join Mr. Li as well as Mr. Tan in today's press conference. Please allow me to brief you on the situation of the 21st Car Expo and CARBIS. The summit will be held from 24th to 28th of September in Guangxi. The summit will help us know more about the new requirements, new situations, and the development trend for China-ASEAN cooperation. Two major forums will be held, and now let's see some of the specifics. In terms of the opening ceremony, we have invited leaders from home and abroad, and heads of government, heads of business and industry to join us in the opening ceremony. Remarks from country leaders will be given in the opening event concerning the building of a community of a shared future, and also increase mutual political trust, enhance our mutual understanding, and expand common grounds. The plenary session will also be held. We will be inviting leaders from business sector to conduct cooperation and dialogue concerning new quality, productivity, green economy, and so on. Major reports will also be released concerning the upgrade of the China-ASEAN supply chain and the industrial chain. The CARBIS will also be upgraded, and the Business Council for ASEAN and China will also be issuing a major report. In terms of the parallel session, roundtable meetings will be held concerning the 50th anniversary of the official establishment of diplomatic ties between China and Malaysia. We'll also be inviting Malaysian leaders to talk, to communicate with us face-to-face during this roundtable meeting, so that the Chinese business can know more about the investment policies of Malaysia. Parallel Forum number 2 will be a business and legal service forum. We will be inviting professionals from the judiciary, legal, and custom department to brief on us the major policies and measures, as well as regulations, and also laws and regulations on arbitration. We will also be establishing major facilities concerning arbitration and legal affairs at the free trade area. CCPIT will continue to work with the Guangxi provincial government to further discuss the convocation of these summit and event, so as to further deepen the cooperation between China and ASEAN countries. We welcome all of you to follow closely on the recent and latest activities, and you are all welcome to go to Nanning to join the summit and the expo. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends from the press, good afternoon. Thank you for your interest and support of Guangxi Autonomous Region. You know that CARBIS and Car Expo have been successfully held for 21 consecutive years. We have seen 10 golden years of China-ASEAN cooperation, and our cooperation have also been upgraded. The 21st Expo and Summit will continue on the topic of development and future cooperation. We will continue to commit ourselves to the building of the Free Trade Zone 3.0. The event is scheduled to be held on September 24th to 28th in Guangxi, and Malaysia will be the hosting country, will be the chair country, and the total floor space of the expo reaches 200 million square meters. There are multiple activities and trade campaigns that will be held during the expo and summit. There are 4 major features to the events. First, the integrity as well as consensus will be made. Multiple dialogue between top leaders in the industry and business will be held so as to push forward the China-ASEAN cooperation and the building of a China-ASEAN community of a shared future. Major events and projects as well as cooperation will be discussed on the summit and expo, and consensus will be reached. Second, it's a pragmatic summit. The summit will be the launching platform for many new products and services. Activities will also be held in order to promote better cooperation results. We will continue to encourage the building of platform plus chain model. We will invite businesses in the upper and lower stream to be part of the expo so as to connect demand with supply and promote the cooperation throughout the entire industrial chain. 3, it will be a multifunctional summit and expo. We will be providing better services to the new quality productivity. We will be setting up a special exhibition hall and to help the enterprises to meet their counterparts and their partners. For the first time, we will be holding up a world event for the best products so as to help these high-quality products to open up the market. And for the first time, a new leader growth plan will be launched. Fourth, we will continue to expand the scope. We will be inviting countries apart from ASEAN to join us. There are a lot of countries that are here for the first time. For example, the Guangxi trip from Australia enterprises and businesses. We will also be holding trade and business dialogue. For the first time, we will be holding a meeting on the BRI-friendly cities, as well as the connectivity event for BRI countries. We will continue to study the major inspirations of the third plenary session of the 12th CPC Congress, and also we will contribute greater to the cooperation of China-ASEAN as well as China and the Southeast Asia countries. Nanning will continue to be the hosting city and promote the development, geological and geopolitical development. Open up greater to our surrounding environment. We will focus on the major business on Asia and on pragmatism so that to make sure this event will be a successful one. Hereby, I sincerely send my warm invitations to all of you, our guests and media. Please join us in the beautiful autumn day in September and join us to build a brighter future for China and ASEAN. Now the floor is open to questions, and make sure that you identify yourself before asking the question. China-ASEAN strategic partnership is seeing new development and new trend. So what plans does MOFCOM have in terms of promote China-ASEAN development? China and ASEAN are important partners with each other, and our economies are mutually complementary. We have our own advantages, respectively. As I mentioned earlier, since this year, the comprehensive strategic partnership between China and ASEAN are taking on new momentum, and we are seeing major improvement in terms of the integration of supply chain and industrial chain coming up. We will continue to strengthen and act according to the spirit of the third plenary session of the 12th CPC Congress and continue to upgrade our partnership so as to step up new efforts in terms of our bilateral relations and to build a community of a shared future for China and ASEAN. China is willing to work with ASEAN partners and countries to consolidate the partnership and promote the free flow of major production factors, so as to build a partnership of higher quality. Second, we will continue to expand our cooperation, including agricultural products and industrial products. We will continue to import the high-quality products from ASEAN countries so as to improve our mutual connectivity. We will be seeking new growth point in terms of trade. 3, the level of cooperation will be upgraded. We will talk to the ASEAN countries in terms of digital cooperation, AI, and energy transformation. We will continue to deepen our cooperation and expand the scope of cooperation with ASEAN countries so that our industry can interact with each other. And fourth, China will continue to strengthen our cooperation in the Lancang Mekong River reaches so as to promote our development in terms of manufacture, agriculture, electronic devices, and so on, so that they can benefit the people from two sides. Thank you. We know that Guangxi is the only neighboring country with ASEAN and also the important harbor to connect China with ASEAN. Can you tell us more about the trade situation in Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region? Thank you. I'll take that. In recent years, Guangxi seized the opportunity and also participate actively in the building of China-ASEAN trade platform. As you mentioned, we are now the launchpad of China's cooperation towards Asian countries, and our trade volume have been improved by leaps and bounds. Our scope of trade has been expanded, and for 20 years consecutively, we have successfully held Car Expo and Carbis. We maintain close relations with ASEAN countries, and our trade relations keeps expanding. For 24 consecutive years, ASEAN is Guangxi's biggest trade partner. In 2023, our bilateral trade volume with the ASEAN countries exceeds 3,300 trillion yuan, which is a historical high. In the first 7 months of this year, the total trade volume is around 4,000 trillion, among which our trade volume to ASEAN reached 2,100 trillion, which is up by 24.3% compared with last year. So you can see that our cooperation with ASEAN is continued to go deeper and wider. And second, we in Guangxi are continue to open up to the outside world and improve the quality of opening up. We have promulgated the action plan on building the free trade area and facilitate trade between China and ASEAN. We have also built an important network that connects transportation and education among other 40 areas. So this is a very comprehensive cooperation mechanism. We have also built multiple parks to facilitate trade and cooperation so as to deepen our partnership. 3, to provide services to the cross-sector businesses. We work with the Greater Bay Area and provide services to production and industries such as textile and retail. In the first 7 months, the total volume of expo of electric products is increasing by 24% year-on-year. The labor-intensive products trade volume reached 40 billion RMB, which is also growing by a large margin. So the building of industrial cooperation zone between China and ASEAN will continue to help us to deepen our cooperation and to have a better distribution of labor in terms of industrial chain and supply chain. China, Guangxi, and ASEAN's high-quality development will continue to be pushed forward. Thank you. Next question. Thank you. Industrial and commerce sector is the major participant and promoter of China-ASEAN cooperation. So in CCPIT, what measures have you been made to promote industrial and commerce and business cooperation? I will take that question. CCPIT, as a facility to promote trade at the national level, we always attach great importance to the deepening of China-ASEAN partnership and trade relations. Besides the convocation of the summit and expo on a yearly basis, we also work with our ASEAN counterparts to promote the cooperation in industry and commerce sector. First of all, from the perspective of CCPIT, a lot of Chinese enterprises went out to the ASEAN countries to expand their global reach with our assistance. So we have held a special campaign to help them to seek opportunities overseas. January this year, CCPIT helped 79 countries to form a visiting corps of more than 200 people to visit major ASEAN countries. So in the first 7 months of this year, CCPIT altogether have held 81 exhibitions in ASEAN countries, and the total floor space of exhibition hall exceeds 50,000. More than 4,000 enterprises and business participated in these exhibitions. Second, we also see to it that a certificate of original production site is strictly implemented. In the first 7 months, we have altogether issued 210,000 patents of originality to ASEAN products. A total volume reaches around 14 billion USD. These numbers show that China's cooperation with ASEAN has been deepened continuously. 3, in terms of legal affairs, the Arbitration Committee and Maritime Affairs Arbitration Committee affiliated to CCPIT have set up office in Guangxi. We also have a mediation center in Guangxi in order to further promote trade relations with ASEAN. This is a one-stop and very internationalized and global arbitration and mediation center. We have also held a series of activities together with ASEAN countries to issue major legal products and results so as to make sure that the cooperation is more legal and more marketized and more liberal. CCPIT also is set up the Secretariat for China-ASEAN cooperation. We also in Hainan, Hunan, and Sichuan, and major offices, we have also issued a charter on the business council between China and ASEAN. Under this framework, we convened several visiting groups and held multiple activities, business activities, These are pragmatic measures to promote China-ASEAN cooperation and high-level dialogue and pragmatic services. Coming up, CCPIT will continue to take multiple measures to deepen the cooperation with the business industrial sector of ASEAN countries so as to promote regional liberation of market as well as trade and facilitate this business environment and provide better services to the business. Next question. We noticed that the 10+1 Connection Conference will be held in recent time. So can you tell us more about the Congress? So Mr. Wang, thank you. In 2023, September, in the 26th Congress of ASEAN Summit, we need to build a more comprehensive industrial and business cooperation with ASEAN. That's why we held this platform to help the enterprises to find their partners. And on September the 25th, an offline conference on the connectivity of ASEAN and China will be held. A lot of businesses will be attending this meeting, and one-on-one dialogues were conducted, and we have held multiple online events beforehand. More than 5,000 representatives have already participated in these online events. Measures will be made to strengthen the 10+3 connectivity, and there will be site visit and discussion roundtable as well as keynote speeches. And please follow us to know the latest updates of this meeting. With CMG, in the past 20 successful events, we have made some very fruitful achievement. So what new measures will be taken this time to promote mutually beneficial cooperation? I'll take that. As you mentioned, the event has been held 20 times in a very successful manner. This platform has been built to deepen our cooperation. For example, in trade, the coffee in Vietnam, the durian of Malaysia, the rice in Thailand, as well as other agricultural products are imported to China through the platform of ASEAN Expo. The 21st Expo will continue our previous effort to deepen mutually beneficial cooperation and build closer community of shared future between China and ASEAN. In terms of organizational situation, the following features can be found. First, the results of development will be demonstrated. There will be a special theme concerning the new quality, productivity, featured green product, green technology, AI, new energy vehicles, and so on. We have also newly established a special exhibition zone for agricultural products from Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and so on. And high-quality product will be demonstrated in this area concerning medicine, IT, and new energy. so that to help the tech companies from ASEAN to be part of the Chinese market. Second, we'll also be focusing on professional cooperation. We will also be expanding the scope, inviting Arabic countries to join us. We also be inviting SCIO countries and representative. We also will be inviting countries of BRI and RCEP to join us in this event, like Australia and Japan. The length of the meeting will be expanded from 4 days to 5 days. One new open day will be set up so that more people and business representatives can join us. There are also an online platform that is already being established so that more people can have access to the Expo and Summit. We do this in order to expand our scope of services. So we not only provide services during this meeting, but also outside the time period. From Daily Economic News, China is planning to expand new fields of cooperation such as green economy and digital economy. So what measures will be taken and what considerations do you have concerning these aspects? China and ASEAN countries are mutually complementary in our economy, with Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Cambodia, and other countries. We have already signed a MOU with them concerning digital and green development. China-ASEAN Free Trade Area 3.0 will feature green development and digital economy. We all attach great importance to development in this regard. And coming up, we will be working in the following aspect. First of all, to strengthen the connectivity of policies. China and ASEAN countries' investment working group and committee will be strengthening the connectivity of policies so as to further promote our cooperation in e-commerce, new energy, digital economy, and so on. Second, the platform will be an important place for us to expand our consensus. An environmental innovation meeting will be held, and other activities concerning new energy will be also organized. We will help the ASEAN countries to strengthen capacity building and industrial integration. 3, we will be spurring new ideas in terms of innovation and focus on areas such as lithium battery and PV, as well as new energy vehicles. We will also be promoting the flowing of information, human capitals, and funds. Last question. Thank you. With Economic Daily, we've come to notice that you've mentioned this idea of land, maritime, and aerial, the building of aerial channels. So can you tell us more about situations on that front? As the hosting place of ASEAN Expo, of Car Expo and Car Biz, we need to make sure that we make full use of our strategic position and improve our hardware and software. And also, we need to build this important corridor that connects China with ASEAN countries. We have made major improvement in this regard. First of all, the new land-sea trade corridor that you mentioned has taken immense effect. A new high-speed railway has been completed and put into operation. We have also built 8 operating airports and opening up new airlines that connect basically all the major countries in ASEAN. The Panbeibu harbor has also improved its capacity, which is able to connect the major harbor of China with those in South Asia and Southeast Asia. We have also built up a canal that is expected to be completed by the end of this year, and according to our estimation, these efforts will help us to expand our mileage of waterway travel and shorten the distance of travel by 560 kilometers to the latest ASEAN harbor. The commodity that can be better transported through the harbor, because we have a very high level of connectivity that links the maritime route with the land. The commodity can be processed 24/7 in an unmanned and automatic manner. The total time of clearance is 15.6 hours as well as 0.28 hours respectively. The trade corridor will be taking great effect. The new land-sea trade corridor will help us to facilitate trade at the harbor area. The total trade volume reaches 604 billion RMB, which is up by 104% compared to the previous year, which is a clear signature that it has taken effective measures. During the 21st event, Guangxi will continue to contribute to the promotion of the trade volume and trade talks and cooperation, especially in the Beibu Gulf area, so that the trade corridor can be a new growth point for the China-ASEAN cooperation. That's all for today's press conference. Thank you for attending.